Dear students, in our previous lecture, we have learned about three different types of batteries, their working. In this last lecture of batteries, we will learn about principle and working of fuel cells, solar cells, and polymer cells. Fuel cells are electrochemical devices which convert chemical energy into electrical energy by the process which basically involves changing the electrolyte electrode system. A battery is usually intended as a self-contained or portable source of electricity, and it must carry reactants used to produce electricity within it. In contrast to battery, a fuel cell does not contain any chemical reactant in it, but is supplied with them from an external source. Fuel cells are unique as most of them exploit a single reaction between hydrogen and oxygen to produce water, except direct methanol fuel cells, which utilizes methanol and oxygen and produces carbon dioxide and water as its byproduct. The simplicity of fuel cells makes them technically and environmentally attractive, as only byproducts are water and some heat. As long as the reactants are available in fuel cell, it will continue to provide electricity. A fuel cell is very effective power source. It has no moving parts. It works quietly and the emission is only water vapors. The sound created by the fuel cells may come from an air compressor or a cooling fan, depending on the type of fuel cell and how it is operating or for what purpose it is used. Principle of fuel cells. Basically, fuel cells is a thin layered sandwich consists of two electrodes, an anode and a cathode on each side of electrolyte. Such a simple cell generates only a small power, and to generate a sufficient electric current, a number of unit cells need to be assembled in a stack. Ideally, hydrogen is supplied on the anode side and oxygen or air on the cathode side. However, hydrogen is almost not freely available in the atmosphere because it attempts to find oxygen atom to react and create water. This attraction ability is taken care of in fuel cells. How fuel cell work? In the fuel cell, hydrogen and oxygen are supplied through porous electrode, whereas palladium and platinum are added as catalyst in the electrodes for increasing rate of electrode reactions. At cathode, oxygen reacts with water and electrons to produce OH ions. At anode, hydrogen gas reacts with OH ions to produce water and electron. In this case, the byproduct is only water vapors. Fuel cells are classified based on their electrolyte type: polymer electrode membrane fuel cell, direct methanol fuel cell, phosphoric acid fuel cell, molten carbonate fuel cells, solid oxide fuel cells, alkaline fuel cells, and proton exchange membrane fuel cells. This table shows different types of fuel cells with their characteristics. Different types of fuel cell work at different operating temperature, uses different metal as a catalyst, and shows different efficiencies. Our next topic is solar cells. Solar cells are also known as photovoltaic cells. It is an electrical device that converts light energy into electrical energy directly by photovoltaic effect. In most cases, semiconductor materials is used for solar cell material. This the energy conversion consists of absorption of light energy producing electron hole pairs in a semiconductor and charge carrier separation. A p injection is used for charge carrier separation in most cases. The operation of photovoltaic cell requires three basic attributes: the absorption of light, generating either electron hole pairs or excitons, the separation of charge carriers opposite types, and the separate extraction of those carriers to an external circuit. This figure summarizes the operation of solar cell. The first step is the absorption of light in the cell, which creates electron hole pairs. The second step In the second step, the charge carrier moves under the combined effect of diffusion and drift. In the p-n junction at an interface between n and p side, it behaves as a membrane repelling electron in the n side and holes in the p side. Electrons and holes are injected in the external circuit. This is the external circuit where electrons and holes are separately collected and injected in the external circuit. Our next topic is polymer cell. Basically, polymer cell uses polymer instead of bulk metal to form a battery. There are many types of polymers which have been explored, including conducting polymers, non-conductive polymers, and radical polymers. Polymer-based batteries includes metal polymer electrode combination, which should be distinguished from metal polymer batteries such as lithium polymer battery, which most often involve a polymer electrolyte as opposed to polymer active materials. Polymer cells are broadly classified into two types: polymer based electrochemical cells and polymer based solar cells. In polymer based electrochemical cells, instead of using a liquid lithium salt electrolyte in an organic solvent, the battery uses a solid polymer electrolyte such as polyethylene oxide, polyacryl nitrile (PMMA), and polyvinylidene fluoride. Second type is polymer based solar cells, in which polymer solar cells converts light into electricity. For example, polyacryl nitrile (PMMA) and polyvinylidene fluoride polymer. This was the last lecture of our topic batteries of inorganic chemistry. In the first lecture, we have learned about introduction, classification of battery, and battery components and their role. In second lecture, we have learned about working of falling batteries, lead acid battery, lithium battery, along with solid state electrolyte battery. In this last lecture, we have learned about the fuel cells, solar cells, and polymer cells. For the preparation of this lecture, I have used all of these references books. For further study, you can use you can use any of these books. Thank you.